Good morning, everybody. It is December 2nd, 8:10 a.m. We're going to take a look at the Nasdaq before the market opens. What a sell-off yesterday. We had, right, let's pull up the hourly, or we can start with the daily. So basically what we were looking at yesterday is when we came in the morning. We drew out a few trend lines, which we can pop back up here real quick. We've got a downtrend line going on right here, a little bearish move on the daily. So this is obviously a higher time frame. We've got this downtrend line. We've got an area of support over here, plus the bottom of the band, which we thought was going to be support right down here where this red line is. We saw this head and shoulders pattern forming, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline. It seems like we're getting through all the neckline plus the bottom of the band. Really bearish sign. That's a lot of that Omicron news that the first case hit, which has now sent the market down. A big sell-off yesterday. I don't know if that is necessarily a good fundamental reason, but this thing wants to come down. I'm pretty sure. We've got this down channel now going on. It's just overextended. It's that time of year, and I think it's ready to come down. So the technicals are all pointing shorts for today. Down channel happening, down through all the support. We're pressing the bottom of the band. If we look at what happens on the daily when we come down to the bottom of the band, we can see it right here. We typically get through that band and we come down some more. We've come down some more. This one was a larger pullback. I suspect we might see something more like this coming up, and maybe even deeper with the Fed tapering and all of that going on. This may want to come down quite a bit. We can look at the weekly where we think it might go. I've got this level marked out, 15,500, which is a 20 SMA on the weekly chart. That's been pretty solid support for it. Here, 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 here. I suspect it's going to want to come down here, 15,500. Let's look at the hourly. Something else here. So the hourly, we can see all that sell off on that. Oops. Just starting up another program. You can see the hourly here, big drop, boom. That was on the news of the Omicron. It was also Chairman Powell testifying, and it was actually pretty decent news. I don't think there was anything surprising. This looked like it was going to pop up through almost and come up, and then it just shot down. So I did take a few shorts. It was only on micros though, so I didn't make a ton of money on it. I was playing it safe with this funded account. Today we may go a little riskier. So I think we're in a bearish move. Where do you want to try to get in on it? I mean, obviously, right up here, we can see this red line. Let's look at the red line was yesterday's low at 15,980. Oh, sorry, that's the weekly. Wondering why I have that red line on. That red line is the support area right here, 15,980, which was last week's low, which we have marked out. It was also the bottom of the band coming into the market session yesterday. So that was support for us yesterday. I think it's going to be, it's turning into resistance now. We can also look at the 60-minute. We can see this technical analysis. You can see how price in the overnight session just has hit off that 3 times. And there's this big LVN right here. This is a massive area of resistance. So it's interesting to be able to see how the support has now turned into resistance on this hourly chart. Where can you get in? I mean, up here obviously is a good place to get in. We'll be able to get back up. I mean, we're already breaking yesterday's low in pre-market. I think anywhere, up here would be looking for shorts. 20 SMA on the hourly on this resistance level. Or I may just want to tank. I think with NFP coming out tomorrow, today may be kind of a rest day. I don't think you'll see the selling like we saw yesterday, so I wouldn't look for any of those big moves. NFP is going to come out tomorrow morning, and then I think after NFP, we'll probably see a larger move in the morning. Yeah, so I think up here is a short 15,990, 16,000. Obviously, that big round number. And I think we called that out yesterday, 16,000. And I didn't know if price would be able to get down there, but obviously we did, and we've gotten through it. So, yeah, I think it's gonna. I think 15. This red line right here, 15,500 is where it wants to go. Let's see. I did take a scalp this morning. Pull up the 500 volume. I just took a little scalp. I came up here, was getting everything set up to do this stream, and I took a little scalp right here as price broke low. I just took a little one right here for 260. I'm gonna trade minis today. I'm gonna get off the micros. It's just moving too slow for me. I'm getting anxious just making 70, 80 bucks, even though I know that's a safe way to go. I need to trade it like I'm trading a real account. That's why I got it. So I'm feeling more comfortable now. I'm gonna just go ahead and step it up to minis. But I'm gonna trade. This was a 2-contract scalp, but I've changed it now to just only taking 1 contract because I'm looking at this ATR coming in the morning at 24. The range is incredible. It was interesting when this triggered. I put a stop right below this support. It triggered, and my stop was just like right here, and I was like, oh man, I could easily pop up. And that was a $300 stop loss. This was a $260 take profit. So I've sized down, but I've increased my take profit and stop loss. So this would now be the take profit would have been down here, closer to the band. So just adjusting for the increased volatility. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Just trying to see an opportunity to take a short. I'd be careful about getting trapped down here. Delta is negative 2,800, really bearish. But I would be careful about just jumping in down here because you may have to endure, a 100-point drawdown before it wants to really come back over. So the best thing to do would be let some structure build on this thing. And you can see that red line up here. So I think it can get over VWAP, turn green on the day. I don't know. Right now it's pretty extended, unless you see it just continuing to drop. I mean, if it just starts dropping and we close outside of this band, then I think you could probably just get like a little pullback. But the best thing to do is just let some structure build for a little bit, and then try to figure out what it's doing for the day and get a good opportunity. So that is my pre-market plan. Try to find a short somewhere up here, 950 maybe. Also a little bit of a downtrend line going on here. I know these charts look kind of busy, but I'm really using these two charts down here. This one, the daily and the hourly, for context, and then I'm trading off these 3 primarily, with the 500 volume kind of being my trigger, and just depending on what price is doing, which chart I want to really focus on. So like sometimes if the market's been open for a while, I can look at I need to know that we've got this big downtrend line going on, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that trend line, 5 touches on that trend line, that this is a strong area of resistance. So that's another reason why I didn't have this trend line drawn out, but I took that scalp also primarily because I saw that bearish bar on the 5-minute. That's just a good indication it's going to come down. So yeah, guess you could also try to take a short at this trend line. Price spikes up to the upper band up at 15,890, and then it pins through this trend line because on the open the thing can do whatever. It could come up, hit this upper band, then pin and do one of these, kind of like this bar over here right there. Then you take a short back down to here, scalp. But yeah, it'd be only shorts for me today. But I don't want to get trapped anywhere. See if there's anything else I see on here. Not a whole lot really. Let's look at the 4 hour real quick. Just all looking pretty bearish. Up some of those. Draw some downtrend lines, removing the uptrend lines, the up channel for a down channel. So this gives us also a little more context. Popping over the 4 hour, we can see we're at the bottom of this channel here. So you need to be careful with that. Now, if price, I would say, breaks through this bottom channel, you could then take a short if price came back up. So if we came down and came back up to this channel, this bottom channel may then act as, rather than support, it may act as resistance. So, again, just having these multiple time frames up just provides you with more opportunities to take trades. So that would be also something I'd be looking for. Price breaks down through here, we come back up, I take a short here with the anticipation of price coming down here. I don't know if it's going to be able to make 15,500 today though. It may wait till tomorrow. See if I can draw that on my hourly so it pops up. Let's see. These are all weekly volume profiles. We can see how even beginning last week, the point of control has begun to shift. This was, each week the profiles come up, and then look what happened last week. The point of control is now shifted down. Well, it shifted down there. I guess last week it actually came back up. No, this is this week. I'm sorry. This is this week. Or green is kind of fried. It shifted up this week. I suspect, though, that this is going to come down. You think we're going to form a big volume node down here? Interesting. Well, let's see what happens today, guys. Good luck to everybody. Check back later. We're going to be trading minis today. So let's see how we do trading the minis. Hopefully we get a good day and try to find a good opportunity. So best of luck to everybody. See you.